You are listening to Viewpoints from Place Cloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
On the Strand, just past St Clement Danes Church, is a Strand entrance to Somerset House. This viewpoint is going to first quickly guide you through the history of Somerset House, and then discuss some of the facades and impressive central courtyards, important architectural features. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Somerset House was a royal palace, and its gardens ran to the river. It was surrounded on the Strand by other aristocratic and royal residences, such as the Savoy Palace, the site on which the Savoy Hotel now stands, and Northumberland House, demolished to make way for Charing Cross in the 19th century. Alterations to Old Somerset House were made by the famous 17th century English architect Inigo Jones, who introduced the classical style of architecture into England. Jones' alterations form the model of the Strand facade of Somerset House, built by Sir William Chambers. Chambers was officially the architect to the king, and was commissioned by George III in 1776 to turn the old royal palace into a set of public buildings associated with London's maritime trade, naval power, and domestic industries. The riverside location was perfect to use to calculate the duty paid on goods coming in and out of London. The building began in 1776 and was mostly finished by 1790, and it was extended in 1815, 1817, and 1819. The Strand facade of Somerset House is covered with signs and symbols associated with Britain's imperial power and its global trade. After all, Somerset House was essentially an office block and held many maritime and trading functions as an administrative centre. Above the arcade arches, when you walk through to the courtyard, the keystones in the middle of each arch contain the ocean and symbols of the 7 great rivers of England. In the central part of this 3-storey block, above the arches, the medallions of George III, Queen Caroline, and the Prince of Wales all sit. Over the attic story, in the centre, lies the ancient Greek symbols of prudence, justice, moderation, and valour. While above, at the very top of the building, we see the arms of the British Empire, supported by 2 figures of fame and genius. Travelling through the arches, you'll see on the south side of this facade the 4 continents of the globe upon which the British Empire founded its great wealth and power. More than just a collection of associated images of monarchy, majesty, and maritime power, these symbols that decorate the Strand facade of Somerset House suggest the magnificence of a building that contained offices such as the Royal Society and the Royal Academy of Arts. All this maritime imagery is actually a kind of architectural propaganda, a PR mission by the King and Chambers, as it was built at a time when George III had just lost the British colonies in the North America and Canada. As Somerset House was a sort of maritime and trading administrative centre, with its close proximity to the river, this was all part of presenting the power and potential and the spoils of the British Empire under George III. This facade building was modelled on the one Inigo Jones used, and deploys the classical architectural styles of the great civilizations and empires of ancient Greece and Rome. It can be no coincidence that Chambers was invoking the architectural styles of the great English architect and the great ancient empires. Looking around the courtyard, it looks like one giant building, more like a palace than an office block. It's definitely a surprise from the narrow building you see on the Strand. That's because of the architectural style used. Palladian architecture, buildings designed after the 16th century Venetian architect Andrea Palladio, was typically used for houses rather than administrative buildings in 18th century England. It is this uniform style that belies the warren of offices behind the pillars and pediments. If you go to the edge of the courtyard and look down, you'll see just how deep this building goes.